Hi everyone, it's Christina here. I'm doing the July reading for you. It's been an interesting June for me. I've been quite unwell on a number of occasions. Part of that's because I've been up-leveling and doing a lot of self-work, and I find that when I go through that process of up-leveling, I do tend to get a little unwell. But I'm back on track and hopefully, well, not hopefully, but, you know, making my way through this wonderful adventure once more. So I just thought I'd do the July reading for you guys. And now that I've got a voice again, I can do it. So I've chosen 3 cards already. Now I'm using a unicorn tarot deck for this month. I've not used this deck very often. A funny story about the unicorn deck, just briefly. I actually got this deck from a very good friend of mine for my birthday about 12, maybe 15 years ago, I think. And I had it, and she brought them in a beautiful hand-painted box that she had done for me, and I lost it. I lost the whole entire box, not just the deck, but the whole box. It just disappeared. And then when I moved house, I thought, oh yeah, for sure I'll find it. And I didn't find it. And I thought it was absolutely gone. Then I moved to a new place and I magically found it again, which is fantastic. I still never actually used the cards. I just went, oh, thank God I found the box, and I put them somewhere safe. When I put things in safe positions, I forget where I put them, right? So I'd put them somewhere safe. And then they disappeared again, like completely disappeared. I tore the house upside down, inside out, back the front, you name it, I did it. Could not find the box, let alone the cards, because the cards were in the box, so I couldn't find either of them. And I was absolutely irritated beyond words at how silly I had been, that, you know, I'd found it and then I'd lost it, and then I'd found it, and here I am again, losing it one more time. And to be brutally honest, I have not seen this box and this deck since. Like, it just disappeared. It never got packed with my stuff when I moved to my new place here. It just disappeared. And then the other day, I taught my tarot course. I know I held a couple of beginner tarot courses, and I was talking to one of my girlfriends who attended that course, and I said, you know, I'm really annoyed. I had this wonderful tarot deck, and it's gone, and I don't know where it's gone. I don't, you know, it wasn't packed up. It wasn't in any of my stuff. It just disappeared. It's just like magic, like the fairies just took the damn thing away from me, you know. Anyway, and I just went, oh, well, I can't do anything about it. I don't have it. I don't know where it is. And I was so upset, because my girlfriend who gave me the box and the deck had put so much effort into, you know, creating it for me. She didn't just, you know, it wasn't a pre-made anything. She got the bare box and decorated and painted it and everything. So it was really, for me, it was worth a lot, you know, and I just kicking my ass because I'm like, you know, you're silly. Well, let's just say I wasn't that very pleasant with myself at losing it again. So anyway, cut a long story short, the other day I was actually looking for my son's high school belt, which he had lost, because we're really good in my family. We put things in really safe places, like really, really safe. In fact, they're so safe, nobody remembers where we put them. And I was searching upstairs for my son's school belt. I couldn't find it upstairs. I couldn't find it downstairs. But you know what I did find? I found the deck, and I found the box, which actually, give me a minute. I actually found the box, and that's one side of it, that's the top, and then that's what she painted on the bottom for me. And so I found that and went, oh my God, there's my box. I wonder if the cards are inside it, and they were. So I decided to do my July reading, now I can tell you. Oh no, she didn't put the date in it. Oh bugger. She normally puts the date and things, but she didn't. So I can't tell you exactly which year it all went down. But I think it was for my 30th birthday or something like that. And yeah, so I found my magical box. And I found my magical unicorn tarot that were in the box. And I went, that's it. I'm going to use them now. So if you ever pop in for a reading, and on Tarot Tuesday, you're going to see my unicorn cards because I absolutely love them. So I guess the moral of the story is everything comes to you in divine timing, right? So I evidently wasn't ready for them previously for whatever stupid reason. And even when I found them, I obviously wasn't ready for them because I'd lose them again. But this time I found them and I know exactly where they are. They sit in my bedroom with all my other 20 decks and they won't be leaving my sight. So moral of the story, I don't know. Shit happens, I guess. So anyway, getting on with the reading. So I've already chosen 3 cards. I'm trying to keep these recordings sort of under 10 minutes just because they're a lot more difficult to upload where I am because our internet's quite shocking here. So I try to keep everything short, sweet and condensed. So the first card we've got, so this is for the first part of July. So we're looking at from the 1st of July, which was 2 days ago, and through to I'm getting the 12th of July. And what we've got is the Fool card. Now, I hope you can see that. I love the artwork on these cards. So the Fool card, in a traditional tarot, the Fool card represents the querent, right? So that's the person asking the questions. In this particular instance, this is actually telling me that you guys are on the right path, right? Now, a lot of this year has been about self-development, self-healing, getting things organized and sorted out, learning new skills, releasing old habits. You know, that's been the kind of theme of 2018 so far. So to have this show up, pardon me, as the first half of July is really important sign. It means you're actually on the right path and you just got to keep going. So this is like a pat on the back to you all to say, well done, you've done a really good job, but you're not over the gate yet. So you need to keep going. You still need to keep going, but you're feeling better. You're freer. You're moving freer. You're thinking freer. You're getting more clarity around life, jobs, work, relationships, whatever. And you're still taking those wonderful steps forward, which is an amazing feat given the amount of drama that I've heard from some of you that you guys have experienced this year. So this first part of July is really an acknowledgement of self and how fabulous you really are and how well you've done so far on your travels. And it's just a little kick up the bum to say, keep going, don't give up just yet. You've not quite mastered where you need to be, but you're certainly on the right path, so just keep going. Then from the pardon me. Then from the 12th to the 24th actually, my apologies, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. Now, again, in the traditional tarot, this has a different meaning to what I'm going to tell you, okay? So the 6 of Pentacles, to me, what this is saying is that in this mid part, 12th to the 24th, so that's actually, you know, a full fortnight. No, it's not. It's a full 10 days. Sorry. It's actually just really reminding you that you need to start working your trade more, okay? So what that means is you've done the hard yards. You've started sorting out your emotional stuff, your emotional issues, the healing work and all that sort of stuff. And now it's time to get serious. Now it's time to put the lessons that you've learned into place. Now it's time to start gifting other people the wisdom and the knowledge that you've gained. So, and this doesn't just mean like if you're a reader or a healer or whatever. This is for everybody, right? Because every one of you has got something to offer someone else. So this midsection of the month, 12th to the 24th, is really just a reminder to say, don't keep what you've learnt to yourself. Share the wisdom. If you found a remarkable healer or reader or acupuncturist or, you know, whatever, if you found something that worked really well for you and really helps you get that clarity of mind and that peace within your body, make sure you spread the word, okay? So because The idea is to get the vibrations of everybody higher, not lower. And we're constantly having this battle at the moment because the world's a bit mixed up still at the moment. So it's really important that if you've got a success story, that you're sharing that success with other people. Now, just a word of clarity is coming through. Do not preach. Okay? What that means is that, for example, say I had a fabulous reading and it came through and it said, I'm an amazing healer and I need to be teaching everybody and I need to be spreading the word and using my gifts to heal other people and rah, rah, rah. That's all fantastic and it's wonderful and it makes me feel good and it's potentially true. I'm just using this as an example, right? It's potentially true. And okay, so now I'm excited and I'd like to go share that with everyone. There's a difference between sharing your experiences and saying, hey, I really enjoy the fact that I'm a great healer and, if you would like some healing work, I'd be happy to practice on you. As opposed to saying, well, this tarot reader said I was an amazing healer or a medium or whatever you've been told, and therefore I need to impart everything I know on you and you're just going to have to take it, right? I hope that makes sense to people. What it basically means is don't preach, okay? You can tell people and share your successes and, of course, recommend people, if you've had healing work or readers or great results with a diet change or great results with a new lifestyle practice that you've brought up. It's all wonderful and fabulous to be able to share that knowledge with other people, but don't expect to convert them, I guess is what I'm saying. So it's really about you acknowledging that, yes, you've come a long way, and yes, you may have all this wonderful information that you most definitely should be sharing at this time, because we need to raise that awareness that there are other options for people who are struggling than perhaps what they can see before them. But it can't be from a conversion point of view. It can't be, well, I know this, therefore I'm right, so therefore you have to do it. Does that make sense? It's really about moderating your behaviour in such a way that you shine your light, you share your success stories, you share your knowledge, you share your wisdom, but you don't necessarily, it's not your responsibility whether people take on board what you say or not, and it's not your purpose to push the issue either. So just be mindful, A, of who you share with, and B, what you're sharing. Make sure it comes from that heart space, not from a, well, I've learnt this fabulous thing and you must do it because it's fabulous for you. Although you may very well believe that, and it may very well be absolutely amazing for the person you're talking to. Definitely, no question about it. The thing is, you've got to realise is that not everybody's ready to be healed. Not everybody's ready to hear the truth. Not everybody wants their drama to stop. I know that sounds funny, but it's the truth, right? Some people thrive on the creation of drama. So during the 12th to the 24th of this month, it's about you taking stock of where you are. It's about you sharing your knowledge and your wisdom from a heart space. And it's about getting the word out there of your successes. And if you've had success with other people who have helped you through difficult situations, please spread the word, get it out to as many people as you can, but don't preach to the point where you're trying to convert people to your way of thinking. So just be a bit mindful, but that's where we're heading. And then from the 24th to the 31st, we've got the Four of Rods coming through. And this one's all about stability in your house, right? So your house, this is your house. I'm not talking about your external house. I'm talking about this, your temple, okay? So from the 25th to the 31st of this month, you'll be reminded to get your house in order, this house, okay? So that could mean that you've been triggered this month by something that someone said or done, in which case it's not a blame game. It's about you going, okay, why did that trigger me? And working it out and taking responsibility for working that out. It's about making sure that you keep mind, body, spirit, mental health, physical health, emotional health sexual health, making sure you keep all of it nicely balanced. That's what your stability comes from. And it's about making sure you've got really good foundations. So if you're embarking on a new adventure, so you've it kind of feels like a bit like a business adventure. So if there's some of you that have decided you're going to go into business for yourselves, make sure you've got really good foundations. For those that are entering new relationships or new phases at work, or just newness, something that you've not done before or that you've investigated with and you've not made the decision to commit, just make sure you've got really good foundations in place before you sign anything or before you decide to do anything. So the end of the month is really about checking in with yourself, and we should be doing this every month anyway, checking in how you're feeling, where everything's sitting in your life, and what you can do then to change things that aren't sitting so well. And making sure that, excuse me, that you've got everything in your house sorted and ordered in such a way that you're free from pain and suffering, you're free from fatigue and lethargy, you're free from negative emotions and other people's baggage, that you've removed yourself from drama. So it's really about looking after yourself and cleaning up your own house. If you feel like you've slipped off the path a little bit and you're not feeling so great, this feels very much like old stories. So something that may have happened to you 20 years ago might be resurfacing, for example, and you go, well, hang on a minute, I actually dealt with that. I don't know why it's here again. It's about going into it a bit further. So your house still needs to be cleaned up, but just keep it stable. All right, so don't overreact, don't underreact, don't procrastinate. Keep taking massive steps in your life to get things in your home to the way you want it to be, because you have all the power within you to make it exactly as you want it to be. So if you slip up, don't beat yourself up about it. Just take a step back, breathe into it and go, what is my next best step? It's about living in the present as well and just taking one step at a time. So July is looking to be an interesting month. It's both a congratulations on doing all the hard work this first half of the year. It's setting up the momentum for bringing more happiness and joy and wealth and health into your life. It's about making conscious decisions about where you're heading, rather than just kind of flailing along. And it's about making sure that you share your wisdom and your knowledge without pushing the agenda. So I hope that helps. Well, I know it will help you all, but I hope that gives you some guidance and some ground rules to follow this month so that you can be the very best version of yourself that you can be. And of course, as always, feel free to share this video with your friends or your family on Facebook. I'd be very appreciative if you could do that for me. I'd love that, in fact. And providing the guidance to as many people as possible is ultimately my end game. So if you're happy to help me with that, I would really appreciate it and value the fact that you've shared what I'm sharing with you here. And also, of course, as usual, if you want your own personalised reading, I'm very happy to read for you. You don't have to be in person. I can do them via Messenger. I can do them pre-recorded. I can do them via email. I can do them via Skype, although Skype's not such a good deal here because we're in my new home. Unfortunately, my internet service is a bit wonky. So some days it's good, some days it's not so good. But yeah, if I can be of service to any of you and give you guidance or clarity on a reading, via a reading I should say, by all means let me know. And also if you need some healing work, most of that I like to do one-to-one, just simply because I like to work fairly intimately with clients. So I like to, have a secure, sacred space for everyone to work in and to discuss things that may be of a bit more sensitive nature. However, I can also do distance healings as well. So if you need something and you're not local to Brisbane, that's all fine too. I can help you there as well. So there's a few options for you if you need the help. If you want the help, you know where I am. And I will see you next month with the August reading. Okay, bye for now.